Good evening. Wait and see if anyone's coming in. Look, my pizza dough is got a little bit overproofed. I'll explain what happened to that in a moment, but it's still going to work. We're going to get this to work anyway. I'm sorry if this ends up, we're going to be doing it on the phone today. So 12 in the UK. Welcome, Overgrow the UK. Welcome to the show. Now, today is a buddy of mine off of YouTube, Byron Chandler. Happy birthday, Byron. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Byron. Happy birthday to you. Anyway, it may be too early. We kind of messed up with the times. I've got a feeling it's super early over where Byron is, so I'm hoping he is up and about.
Yes,
oh, he is. There he is. Hello, Byron. Happy birthday, mate. Amy, did I see Amy's in? Alicia, there's a few other people dropped in.
27 watching.
I've been making the pizza dough. This is the standard Steve's Kitchen pizza dough. It's not my dough really. It's a standard dough. It's a 59% hydration. So it's the recipe will be in the instructions. But I made up my dough earlier. We proofed it. These should be a little bit smaller than this. They're a little bit overproofed, but I'm hoping it's still going to work. We are doing my version of Papa Murphy's pepperoni pizza with extra cheese. And Byron, we went out and bought a caterer's pack of mozzarella cheese so I can put as much cheese as I want. I'm also going to be doing this on the barbecue. I didn't plan very well because the barbecue, it's pitch black outside, so hopefully we can film out there. I've got the barbecue heating up, got a couple of stones in there. Derbyshire, someone from the Gary's in, hello. Yeah, everybody wish Byron a happy birthday. So I'm going to take these pizzas, we've got two of them here. I'm only on the phone, it's on a little sort of monopod, so we'll be able to sort of turn it down hopefully, and you will be able to see what we're doing. So big happy birthday to Byron. I made my pizza earlier on. If you want to do this, it's really simple. It's about 450 grams, about a pound of flour, bread flour, strong flour, or I think 00 Italian flour works as well, or particularly well. And then we're going for about 59% hydration. It's around about 250, I'll put the exact amounts, millilitres of water. I'll put the exact amounts down below. You mix it up, do the usual hand working, get the dough proofed until it's lovely and smooth, and then we let it proof. Now this is a bit like a Neapolitan style pizza, or it would be if I timed it right. Normally you'd let a Neapolitan proof overnight. We've let this proof over a few hours. And so what you next would do is once you've made your dough, you can ball them and pop them into the fridge, and that will sort of retard the dough, and then you can take them out, say about an hour before you're making your pizzas, let it come back up to room temperature. What I did is I put them straight into a bowl here, and they really have, I mean, you can, look, they're super, super soft. That's not ideal, not ideal. So let's just come down here onto the counter a little bit so you can see. Oh, Michelle's come around and say happy birthday to Byron. Yes, we should do.
I am here, Byron. Happy birthday, Byron. Hope you have a lovely day.
Start of your day, Byron. You're up bright and early. So, chipping it down, I've got myself some semolina. The reason we use semolina, by the way, is if you look at that flour, it's like little ball bearings. And if you have regular flour, I'm going to put a fair bit on the counter here. If you have regular flour, it tends to be a little sticky. It stops the dough from shaping. So I'm going to take one of these out. These slightly overproof dough balls. You can see already they've collapsed down. It's not ideal, but I'm going to knock a lot of the energy out of this dough anyway and shape it. See if I can get it back round again with the flats of my hands. Michelle's just going to cover that over again for me. Thank you, sweetheart. So I'm just getting that sort of round shape on my beautiful semolina flour. I'm going to turn that over actually and do a little bit from the other side as well. So we get semolina all over this. I love the semolina flavour in my pizza dough. So we get an approximate shape, Byron. Now, Byron, you are having Papa Murphy's. Whoops, that's a little bit loose. Let me just bring that up. You're having Papa Murphy's, and I believe, funny story, I believe that's one of those sort of pre-made pizzas that you can actually then cook at home. I think so. You can confirm that to me. We've never come across that idea until we went to the US probably around about 15 years ago. Michelle and I were driving through the US and we had the 3 kids in the car and we wanted to stop. We were just on the road. We wanted to stop for pizza. We stopped at something similar to Papa Murphy's and we went inside and looked at the menu and I ordered this beautiful pizza. There was a picture of it on the front. It's beautiful. It had seafood, everything going on. It's super duper pizza. The guy came, we went I think next door and we came back with Michelle and we went and there was this huge box, nothing like we get here in Australia, but this huge sort of American pizza box. Took it outside, opened it up, it was a raw pizza. Never ever seen anything like it before in our lives, so we assumed it would be a cooked pizza, and it's quite common apparently in the US to sell them to take home and cook so you can have it fresh at home. What a great idea, but we just never come across it. So I went into the guy and I said, look, I said, we've only got a car and 3 kids and a motel room, and yeah, happy birthday Byron, and a motel room, we can't cook this, we'd never come across it. And he laughed, he thought it was so funny, and they were good. They took it back and we ended up having to go into a local supermarket and getting some nonsense. Anyway, let's get down to this pizza. So now I've got it approximately the size I want. I'm going to cut my hand on there and I'm just going to use the side of this hand to stretch the pizza out. I want that slightly sort of thick rope on the outside of the pizza. Now Michelle, you're going to go outside and just crank that fire up for me. So Michelle's just going to pop outside. So I'm just spinning this. And if I do it like this, we get it up to the circumference. Now I've got a pizza stone outside heating up, so we can't have it too big. So I'm just easing it out, trying not to overstretch it. The semolina's letting it shape out for me beautifully. I'm going to put some semolina on my paddle as well. Let's just come back up to me. No, let's stay down here for a moment because the pizza's almost to shape. I want it about 12, 13 inches in diameter. We're just going to let that rest a little bit there. Now, tip, and I don't know if this is, I don't know how Byron's pizza is going to be. I suspect it's going to be absolutely gorgeous. But what I'm going to do now is take my pizza and I'm going to take some olive oil. Oh yeah, Michelle's, I do this all the time. Michelle just said to me, you haven't put it on the paddle. We're going to pop a little bit of semolina on the paddle. The problem is when I dress my pizzas up, and then I try to put it on the paddle, I'm in bother. Now I've got some Italian herbs. This will be oregano. Michelle's laughing her head off. This isn't meant to come out. The whole jar of oregano's on there now. That won't do. I have to get rid of a little bit of that. Dear me. So, where's my ladle? I did prank myself. Look at that. I've got some oregano, a little bit more olive oil. Let's leave the lid off of that because we've been making two. Not opened. So yes, I did prank myself a little bit. Now we've got Italian herbs over this side, but none over this side. I'm going to drag it over a little bit. That's back of my spoon.
Dwayne says extra herb flavour on the pizza.
Yeah.
Freeman says quite a lot of herbs there.
Did I not say that was deliberate, by the way? I wanted that really herb. What I like with a pizza, and I believe this is a Papa Murphy's trick, I'm not sure, Byron can confirm, to put all your herbs on one side of the pizza. I like to... It does, Byron, it does. Now, a little bit of black pepper on there as well, if you like it. If you like it, a little bit of chili on there as well, a little bit of chili. I've got some sea salt here. Actually, this is a fleur de sel. We are just going to season. So season the base of your pizza. You just turn you back down here so you can see if I'm making any other stupid mistakes. Season the base of your pizza. That way, when you get down to that crust, it's going to be absolutely delicious.
Amy says lucky it wasn't chili.
Look, even the spoon's full of herbs and spices. I'm going to take, why am I putting it in my ladle? Because I'm panicking. I'm panicking, calm down. I want to take a little bit of this tomato sauce and I'm just going to ladle it onto the pizza. Now Byron, you said to me this is a extra cheese pepperoni. Let me show you something else I got today. I got a whole pepperoni. Where is it, Michelle?
Yeah.
Whole pepperoni from the deli. So complete pepperoni. It was this sort of size. And the reason I tend to do that, this one has a casing on it that's not really edible. I do that so I can slice the pepperoni a little bit thicker. It's the way I like it, so I don't really want it thin, and I want lots of pepperoni. I'm sure you do too, Byron. It's your birthday after all. I wish I could send this to you, mate. One day. So we've got a lovely big stack of nice, thick pepperoni. Spicy, hot. Whoops. So, caterer's pack of mozzarella cheese. We don't have to. Do you want to turn that down for me, Michelle? If you wouldn't mind, just stick it forward. No, it's loose.
Tell me when.
Yeah, that's good. So we're going to pop mozzarella cheese, or mozzarella, however you want to say it, onto our pizza. And I want to go pretty thick. Now Byron said it's with extra cheese. Chef's knife is getting in the way a little bit.
Byron says the spicier the better, Steve.
The spicier the better. Now, that's good. I want to put my pepperoni on there. I'm going to put... Is this the way to do it, Byron? Do they just stick it on there? Now that's a little pepperoni.
Freeman said more cheese.
Oh yeah, more cheese. There's more cheese. This is for Byron. This is a pepperoni with extra cheese. So we're actually going to double layer this. We're going... There's no point skimping. It probably won't fit in the pizza oven. It's not a pizza oven, it's just a barbecue. So we're pretty thick now. Byron, I hope this is okay. Look, I've got this on a little tripod and it's only the phone. How thick is that? Can you see? More cheese? I think that's cheese enough. Next, I'm going to take more pepperoni and we're just going to layer it over the top, and then, because I can, I'm going to add a tiny bit more. If there's anything left of my Italian spice, I'm actually going to put it in my hand this time. I'm just going to...
Yeah, Byron says add a little bit more seasoning on top.
Yeah, Byron, absolutely. Oh, should I go for a bit of chilli, Byron? Would you put... Byron can answer this. Would you put a little bit of chilli? Michelle, we've got chilli powder, just in case Byron says yes.
Got chilli flakes?
I do. We had some jalapenos, but no, the chili flakes would be fine. So a little bit more chili on top. I'm not going to pour the whole lot on this time. Yes, good on you, Byron. That's what I wanted to hear. So my sweet Michelle has just given me some chili flakes, and I am going to sprinkle those chili flakes over the top. Take those and put a fair amount on there.
Perhaps some garlic, Freeman says. Alicia says yes.
A little more cheese, just because I can. Michelle's starting to look at this. This is like...
They won't go in if you put them on.
Okay. So, extra cheese, fresh baked bread. This is going to go... Michelle, would you just check the temperature, see if it's getting up near the 300 degrees?
Yeah.
Some garlic butter on the crust. Oh, Byron, that's a good idea. Just a minute, that's a very good idea. So I'm just, it's Byron's birthday, he wants garlic butter on the crust. So Byron, anything for you, mate? We're up to 210, so we've got a little bit of extra time. Let me bring my board down here. Okay, we've still got some pepperoni. We've got another pizza to go. Get the old knife out.
Got some coriander.
How about some fresh coriander, Byron? No, I won't do it unless you want to, mate. I've got some fresh coriander. I do like, cilantro, I think you call it in the US. So, fresh garlic. Back of the knife, give it a good splat down. Whoops, it's going all over the place. Now a little bit of salt just to start this thing rolling. And I'm just going to paste this garlic together.
Some butter?
Yes, please. So some fresh garlic butter. We're going to need, we're doing this all in provision for you, Byron, for you, mate. Got myself some nice garlic paste now. We're going to heat this in the microwave with a little bit of butter. That's all right, Chef's going to heat up. So, some butter, some garlic with a little bit of salt in it. I've got a microwave here, it's terrible. You pop it in, you do the numbers, and you look around and the door, no light comes on. And what it is, what do you call them, the solenoid? Anyway, it's working this time. It doesn't come on, so the microwave's going on, nothing's heating. There, see, it's done it. And you have to hit it. Hit it just there to get it to go. It's a temperamental. So we're going to make a little bit of garlic butter. I'm going to need a brush of some sort to brush it on with. Okay, beautiful. So, improv. I really like that idea, garlic butter around the outside. Should have done it before, mind you. Should have done it before I put the cheese on. So we're down here now. We have beurre and petit beurre, a little bit of ale. How to say garlic in French? Ale. And we're going to go around the outside of the crust with this garlic butter.
Fabson Drawer says, yay, now I learned how to make garlic butter.
Well, there you go.
Byron says, Steve, you should also put a bit of basil. We haven't got basil, we've got coriander.
Byron, I haven't got basil. Will you forgive me if I put a little bit of something I love? So this is for Michelle and I. Fresh coriander. It's something that I absolutely, I'm just going to give it a quick rinse off. It's still covered in dirt. I would really like to put basil on top, but what I'm going to do is pretend this is basil, okay? So we're just going to put this over the top. How good is that looking? How good is that looking? Oh, yum yum. So, come with me. Got to make 2 of these. Might as well, because I could probably eat this on my own. Mind that cheese. So we're coming out here now into the garden. Michelle, we've managed to get a bit of light out here.
240.
240. What do you think? You approve the herb. Thank you very much, buddy. So hopefully the connection, we're going to go with 240 degrees.
Shall I try and hold that?
Fahrenheit. Yes, you can. Now come around that side so you can see it. So.
Is that about right?
This will probably let all the heat out, so I'm not sure if it's a good idea, but I'm gonna have to put this one on the top. Now, 240. I reckon that'll cook fairly quick. Time to make another one. So, who'll give me a 10-minute timer? I know Google will do it for me. Will someone else give me a 10-minute timer? Michelle will do it, but if one of you out there want to run a timer.
Give me 10 minutes.
Look at the mess. Look at the mess.
Yeah.
Right. Chuck me that other piece of dough.
Get some semolina.
Byron says you got the sweetest accent. Beautiful, Byron.
Thank you, Byron.
Dough number 2. This dough is pushing its way out of the pan. We're going to pop it down here, same as before. I just tip that down. I'm probably going to get dough and everything all over my tripod. My hands are a bit sticky because I've just rinsed them. Turn that over again. A little bit of semolina on the back. Start to shape this on the semolina. Do you think I can get the herbs on this one without... I'll keep the camera up here when I do the herbs. There's not many left. The Italian herbs, they're virtually all on the last one. So again, I'm using my hand. I'm sorry, I haven't got you down, facing down. So again, I let it just rest a little bit. We started to get our shape. Flat of the hand, use the edge of your hand to push the pizza out to shape. And we've got lots of cheese left, not many herbs. We've got lots of olive oil.
You can put garlic butter around the outside first.
Good idea, Michelle.
Yes,
So
Wayne says more garlic butter would be nice on the pizza, I agree.
Okay, that was Byron's little tip. Happy birthday, Byron. It's always good to have a birthday, isn't it, mate? I hope you're going to have a great day. I hope you're going to meet up with some people, do some great stuff. I hope this is a nice start to the day anyway, mate. We have our...
He's going to do it again.
I'm going to do it again. Michelle's over there saying, don't forget to put it on the paddle. Because many a times, I do it over and over again. I make my pizza up on the countertop. It's all heavy with cheese and flavours and I haven't got it on the paddle and I can't lift it.
He gets all excited because he wants to put the toppings on.
I'm like a child. Yeah, now we can take this pizza and go a little bit sort of Italian and sort of, but I don't want to get the whole floor covered in flour today. So, shaped it. We've got garlic butter. Hopefully you can see. Let me just get our garlic butter that we had from earlier. And this time I'm going around the outside, but I haven't got all the bits and pieces in the way, so it's kind of cool. We could have added a little bit of olive oil in with this garlic butter and it would have made it go a little bit further. But I bet you the flavours are going to be super strong. Okay, a little olive oil. Yeah, 3, 2, 1, into my hand this time. There is actually a little thing on the top to sort of help it sprinkle, but this time, let's put it nice and evenly over the pizza. So maybe pizza number 2. Now there is a problem. There is a problem. Let's put all of those on. There is a problem. You see how thick I made that pizza? When I went to put that last pizza in, it had so much cheese that the gap between the two pizza stones was too tight. So season this up. Yeah, that garlic bread. Now a little bit of salt on there, a little bit of black pepper, a decent amount of chili because I think Byron likes a little bit of spice in his life, so we're going to go with a bit of chili. By the way, happy birthday to all of you that might be celebrating a birthday today. Byron has been a viewer on the channel for quite a little while. He's such a sweet guy. I just wanted to do something.
Tomato sauce? You're too busy doing other things.
It's hard. I'm not a multitasker. I'm doing it again. Just get that on. Just tip that down a bit, Michelle. That's fine. It goes pretty all the way forward almost. Is that loosened off a little?
I don't know. I'm not touching it.
Okay. So we've got that lovely garlic butter around the outside this time, and you can see the tomato sauce. We're not going to go right to the edge with the tomato sauce. This is, by the way, just a regular tin of tomatoes that I've actually blitzed up just to get it smoother. I've added a little bit of olive oil just to give it some fluidity. Now, has that become loose? Yes, it has. So I just tighten this off. I'm getting sauce. Michelle's pointing out I'm getting tomato sauce all over the tripod. Hey ho. Now I know these live shows, by the way, don't inspire everybody, and I won't be doing quite as many as I used to, but every now and again, just for a bit of fun. And ask some questions, because a lot of you will wonder, we've just done that big trip across Australia, across the Nullarbor. We're actually in Perth for a few months. I'll be meeting up with a buddy of mine, VB Ed. Ed is a lovely YouTuber, a lot of very funny character. Man. That is absolutely what we wanted to do as well, Byron, make you feel special on your birthday. You are special. Everybody is special. Everybody is special. Byron, you are a very special person, but everybody is special in their own ways, aren't we? Sydney Show, hello mate. We're over in Perth. Now, I've run out of And this is what I was saying. Come down here a minute. We're getting in a right mess down here. I've run out. I haven't got as much pepperoni as I'd like, so I can just take my knife and I can cut some extra slices. And I don't have to go super thin as it often is when you buy it from the supermarket, because I've got as much as I want. I'll put a few more pieces on there. I'm going to get my depleted packet of cheese. I'm going to top this over with more mozzarella. I might go a little less this, Byron, if you don't mind. I think I put about half a kilo, maybe about a pound of cheese on that last one, which is absolutely perfect, by the way.
Lots of coriander.
A little bit of pepper on there, a little bit of seasoning on top of the cheese as well. A little more, come down here, a little more of our pepperoni. Get that on there. And another piece over here.
So Byron is officially 29 this year.
Oh, happy 29th birthday, Byron. Next one will be the 30, the big 3-0. So I am, it looks like I'm actually cutting down a bit on the cheese, but you can see it's still about 2 inches thick at least.
I'll wait for the other one to come out.
So, Michelle, would you go and check on that one, just see how it's looking? Just have a little peek, just don't let all the heat out, just a little peek. Right, while she's out. There's just the two of us. How are we going to eat all this pizza? I know I can probably eat a good sized chunk of pizza by myself. Michelle probably only had about 2 slices, 3 slices, and they're super thick. But anyway, Byron, it was worth it.
Yeah. Oh, what did you say?
Is it looking good?
It looks good, yum.
Looking good. It's looking beautiful. Do you think we would be able to slip this one underneath? Because I need the peel to get the other one out.
Go on then,
Dilemma.
Give it a try.
Now, have I missed anything? Have I missed anything? Kenny Rogers, you're off. This one has to go in the barbecue. We always barbecue everything in Australia. Barbecue our breakfast. Cornflakes on the barbecue. Anything. It all works. Okay, Michelle's going to take over the camera. I'm going to see if we can even get this thing in. Let's have a little look. So we're getting up to 300 degrees. The pizza's looking good. Will I be able to get that one under there? Yes. Oh, yes.
Sorry, I was waving the camera around.
Michelle was, sorry.
Anticipating the pizza.
Yeah, if you haven't had barbecue cornflakes. So, barbecue pizza. The reason I'm doing is there is a little bit of logic. Hello, Twitter. There is a little bit of logic as to why I am doing it on the barbecue. The oven here will get up to about 200 degrees, 400 degrees Fahrenheit, which is great, but I really want a pizza oven to get closer to sort of like 250, 300 degrees Celsius, which is about 500 degrees Fahrenheit. So I really want to get it up there hot. It cooks a nicer pizza, and you can often get the underside really nicely cooked. You call them prawns, not shrimps. Well, we cook shrimp, prawns, shrimps. We have shrimps and prawns. Prawns are like the little tiny ones, and shrimps are the big ones. Is that the same in the US? Am I right? So when you have like a shrimp salad or something, you can have I might have even got that wrong. Shut up while you're ahead, Steve.
Hey
Google, stop. Have any of you got these? Have you got these Google Home things? They're kind of cool. They're a little bit like the toy you got at Christmas. Yeah, we got lighting, by the way. They're a bit like the oh, it's over here.
Another 10 minutes for that pizza.
A little bit like the toy you got at Christmas that you play with for about a month or two. This is it. This is the mini one. I've got the bigger one over there as well. And you can kind of just talk to it. You say, hello, Google. Hello, Google. Oh, no, you got to say hi, Google. Hi, Google. Hey, Google. Play hits from the 60s.
Alright, check out this hits from the 60s.
Hey, how about,
on YouTube.
hey Google, play hits from 1978. So
Alright, check out this hits of 1978.
it'll basically, as long as you're connected to the Wi-Fi, it'll play. I'll probably get a copyright strike now. So it'll play hits from almost any year. You can say, 1985, 1986, 1972, whatever, and it'll play. It's not the actual unit, it's just grabbing lists from, they're kind of cool. Byron, you're 29. What year was that? 87? Hey Google, play hits from 1987. Am I doing the maths right, Byron?
Playing the album Spirit of Radio, Greatest Hits 1974 to 1987
No.
on Google Play Music.
Hey Google, play hits from 1989.
Alright, here's Milli Vanilli on Google Play Music.
Milli. Hey Google, play the greatest hits from 1989. All right.
Playing the album 1989, Greatest Hits on Google Play Music.
So, these are the hits from not from your youth actually, you weren't even born. Little prayer? Like a little prayer. Is that Madonna? That doesn't sound like Madonna. You've been working 5 years already. We might as well get some copyright hits. Let's go and check how the pizza's coming on. 2003. It doesn't sound like Madonna though. It's not one of those sort of top of the pops hits where it's all covers, is it? She didn't do it quite so theatrical. It's not done yet. And by the way, Byron, I don't expect you to stay around the whole show. Hey Google, be quiet. I gotta stop her, otherwise I'm gonna get into trouble. So, Madonna's Little Prayer, which sounded like a cover to me. Did someone else do a cover, or did somebody else do Little Prayer in 1989? Was it Little Mermaid 1989? Under the Sea. Under the sea. My kids used to watch that over and over again, Byron. Love the Little Mermaid. So, I am going to give it another few minutes. Any questions while I'm free, by the way? And that was not promotional for those Google Homes, by the way. Like I say, it's a bit like one of those sort of Christmas presents you get where you have loads of fun with it for the first sort of 3 or 4 days. And then I suspect it might start gathering dust, but it is kind of cool.
It's good for a timer.
It is really good for a you can just shout out to it, hey Google, give me 10 minutes. It'll give you 10 minutes. It is.
10 minutes.
See?
Starting now.
Hey Google, scratch that. Let's see if she understands that. It's a little bit like that Siri thing that some people have also, but I think the Google one, I don't know. I just think it works kind of better. So, pizza time. Make a little bit of space. Get hold of a paddle. Hang in there. If you're still around, Byron, we've got to get this pizza off. I think it's, how long has it been?
About 12, 13, 14 minutes. Oops.
Maybe it's not as hot as we thought it would be. Michelle can't see. She can't see what she's pointing at. Just down a little bit.
Oh, sorry. Watch the chair.
I'm good. So, come in, take a look. Pizza, the top pizza. Oh man, this thing, it's got so much cheese on it. It's running. It's running off the back of the paddle. I think the whole barbecue is full of cheese. Byron, because I've gone with the extra cheese, I think it's like avalanching off the back of the pizza. Now that wouldn't happen if the oven was a little hotter, because it would cook that much quicker. But here you go. Now, I'm going to get myself a nice cold beer. Did you lock this up a little tighter?
I didn't touch it.
No?
No.
Now, I don't know if I've got anything to open this with. What did we open it with last time?
It's in the top drawer.
Oh, I know what I opened it with it last time. I couldn't find an opener, so I just used the end of my spoon and did it like that. Chin chin, happy birthday, Byron. Got myself a glass. I'm not condoning beer. It's late in the evening for us, and I just thought it'd be quite nice to have an Asahi Japanese beer to go with my pizza. Did someone just say I have a wholesome?
No, Steve's Kitchen is the most wholesome YouTube channel.
I'm sorry about the beer. I don't drink a lot. I think I've said that every time I have a drink on the channel. I don't really. The smell, Amy. Just look down here. Look at this pizza. It is gooing and oozing cheese. Let's just get this blade on here. Give it a good cut across and across this way. It is so thick with cheese. It's more like a pie. It is more like a pie. Look at this.
So Cracker's PhD in wombology. So beer is a good way to celebrate. Drinking responsibly is what matters.
It is.
What do you want? Plate?
I want to see if we got the crank handled spatula. I'm going to lift this, but it is so. I want you to see it go gooey, but actually, I think it's just so heavy with cheese. Can you see this? Just come in nice and close. Look at that. Extra cheese. Byron, thank you, thank you, thank you. Look at that. Can you see? Is that clear? A super happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you, Byron. I'm going to let this gooey, cheesy, garlicky. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's good. Yum, yum.
So Fabson Dora says, delicious, I'm going to make this too. And Byron says, I can't wait for your reaction to the pizza.
I'm getting there, I'm getting there. Oh, so hot.
Don't eat it.
That is superb. Cheers, everybody. Happy birthday, Byron. How can I explain? Pepperoni pizza's a win-win every time, isn't it? If you've got the right amount of herbs and spices in the base, and you've got extra cheese, Byron. Oh, so good. Oh, it's a bit hot.
That's why I'm waiting.
Now, come here, look. I get a piece from Michelle.
Don't lose all my cheese.
Come on, take it. Oh, it's all dropping off, it's dropping off. Come on here.
It's good. good.
Is it good?
I'm hungry.
Thank you, Byron.
Thank you, Byron. Byron, happy birthday.
Oh dear. I've got 2 of these. Yeah. Oh, garlic butter.
Taste the chilli.
Right. We're not going to stay on much later. I just wanted to cook a bit of pizza, wish Byron a happy birthday, wish everybody who views these videos a wonderful 2018. I know it's not Happy New Year or anything like that, but
Byron says you should put the Italian flag in the thumbnail.
It's your birthday, Byron. I will do. Camera on the pizza.
Yes.
Okay. Going in for my second slice. Come here, look. Look at that. Look at the goo.
So much cheese.
There's more cheese on this pizza than I've eaten this year.
Good pizza.
So the camera is on. Oh. The pizza, but I've got to stay in shot. Oh, that's so hot.
Dwayne says, I hope they find a way to share food through screens. Crackers PhD in one bology says, as a lactose intolerant, this pizza would be the greatest way to go.
I think anyone having this much cheese could become lactose intolerant because.
And Pesby69 says, great stream as usual, Steve. Thanks, mate. Don't forget about the second pizza in the barbecue.
Ah, yes. Thank you. Did any of you keep the 10-minute timer for me?
No, you scratched it.
This is so good. Look at this. Look. Look at the cheese just oozing off of this pizza. All the layers of lovely cooked pepperoni in there. I must admit, to be honest, I think the coriander didn't really work. I think
it might be done.
basil, is it done?
Yeah, because it's hotter.
You've got that oven.
Where's the paddle?
Come on, in the garden. Oh, so hot. Oh, this is a crazy live stream because there is no method. Right, let's turn this heat off. See if we can get it under there.
That cheese is burning at the back there. Oh, you got it. Yes.
Look at the back of that. Can you tell the cheese is completely drifted off the back? So another. Now the coriander doesn't work. Should have been basil. Sure.
Oh, sorry.
I can't get the door open. I didn't need to close the door. It's beautiful tonight. We have some little doggy friends with us who are hanging around. So look, it's like a lava field of cheese.
It's going to be the back of the barbecue.
Back down to the pizza. I'm going to have another slice. I'm going to have a glass of that one I was picking up. Look at that.
Hey Google, stop.
It is very early. It's very early for everybody. I'm sorry, Byron. I should have done it in a couple of hours, but I didn't want to. Firstly, I messed up on the world clock. I thought it was about 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning for you. But anyway, it's been a lot of fun.
Says double A, triple A said, I just started watching. Did you make the pizza dough too?
I didn't actually make it in this stream. I made it earlier today because it takes a few hours. But I'll put a link to how to make the pizza base. It's very, very simple to make. And really you should make your own. I mean, this pizza base is so delicious. Wish I did pinch another piece down below here. Anyway, everybody, heaps and heaps of fun. Great to have you all in. Where's he gone?
I'm here. Come round.
Cheers, Byron. Cheers, everybody. Comments. The next hour or so, if you watch this a little bit later on, just watch, and I'll keep an eye on the comments. So be good.
Happy birthday, Byron. Have a lovely rest of the day.
Share love. We got a bit of a gadget video going up this weekend.
Yes.
We've got some bits and pieces we're going to share, and there'll be a cooking video up as well.
Been
Take
busy.
care. Thank you all. I have no idea how to stop this. Byron, happy birthday. Have a wonderful day. And here's to a fantastic year. Whoops.